Hey everybody, it's Nick from Cast Power here in Unionville, Iowa. Hey, I just thought I'd give you another update. We were talked about last time, the project CY6, where we were taking a Yamaha C3 and we were going to stuff a CY6 motor underneath it. And as you can see from the last video, the motors have changed places now. We have successfully put the CY6 motor underneath the Yamaha C3, and it turned out fantastic. As you can see, it almost looks stock. It almost looks like it was meant to be there. It worked great, it fit great, and it was actually a pretty easy swap to get done. There was a few things that we had to do to accomplish to get it to fit under there, to make it fit like it does, but they really weren't too terribly bad. And we can go through a few things just to let you know what we actually had to do underneath it. The first objective of getting a CY6, or any motor for that matter, underneath the chassis was the motor mount. The first motor mount is the very, very top. And what we did is underneath here, we took the stock mount and also the mount for the CY6, and we hybrided them together for the first prototype, just to make sure everything lined up and it was running properly. Because if you get them off just a little bit, they won't go straight down the road. And that's not a good thing, not to be able to go straight down the road. You'll get uneven tire wear, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong with that. So the first order of business was to actually get the motor mount, the front motor mount done. The next thing that holds the motor is the rear shock. We had to get a custom length rear shock because the CY6 shocks were too long and the stock one off the Yamaha C3 was too short. So we needed something in between. And so we've got a custom shock here that's actually pretty readily available. It's nothing too terribly fancy. It just didn't know we were going to use it for this application. It's used in several other racing applications, and it just worked really well for this. The next thing that we had to do, if you want to come on over here, that we ran into once we got the motor on, was the exhaust. The stock exhaust would rub right up in this area right here, and obviously you don't want that to happen. So Joel down at MRP put it together, this custom exhaust for us, and it fits, sounds, looks great. It was the main thing we had to overcome on the exhaust. In our opinion, no, it's well worth the money. Just like any CY6, if you're upgrading it, the pipe works tremendously. MRP makes a great selection of pipes that work for it, whether it be for a car CY6 or if it happens to be a scooter CY6. This is our C3 with a CY6 underneath it. The next thing, if you notice, this is leaning the opposite way. It has a right side kickstand on it. The Yamaha C3, the center stand that it comes with from the factory, is mounted to the motor. The CY6 center stands are mounted to the frames. We had to come up with a better solution. Joel down there at MRP provided us with this kickstand, and it worked really well, actually. We were kind of surprised that when we got it almost bolted right on, and with minimal modifications. It works great, it looks great, and it's different. That's the other thing about it, is that it's different. That get a lot of people going, wow, what's wrong with that? But there's nothing wrong with that. It's just more of an Italian styling behind it. Other than that, it looks stock, it rides like stock, everything works, all the controls work. The other thing that we had to do to it was we had to remove the fuel pump. We made a billet aluminum piece that takes the fuel pump completely out. The fuel gauge still works though. We had to go to a vacuum operated fuel pump because obviously with the fuel tank sitting lower than the carburetor, we had to pump it up in there. A vacuum operated fuel tank works great. The only other thing that we had to do to this, we had to clip 2 wires to tie into the existing harness. We used the wiring harness off of the CY6 and then just hybrided it into the existing wiring harness on the C3. And right down underneath this cover where the stock ECU usually is, now is a regular rectifier for the CY6 and a relay. And then the 2 wires that we had to splice into. Other than that, everything works like it should. You can hear the side stand go up, turn the key, pull on your brake swing. Just like it would from the factory, just with a lot more power. Rides great going down the street. The 40 mile an hour speedometer is going to have to disappear, obviously with the CY6 underneath it. And that's our little project that we've been doing on our own with a little help from Joel down there at MRP providing us performance parts. There's going to be a bigger carburetor, big bore kit, CDI upgrade in the near future for this. But this has been our project for our project CY6 with the Yamaha C3 with a GY6 motor put underneath it. We sell C3 components, we sell the GY6 all by MRP, Melosi, Dr. Poli worked great on it. You can visit our website. Our website is kspoweronline.com, or you can give us a call. Phone number here is 515-309-1722. Have a good day.